The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
We don't need no stinking podcast. Oh, no.
Well, you buy a hat like this, I bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
You play ball like a girl! Oh, yeah! Come to play!
And Leon's getting larger! Nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while?
Hey, you guys, welcome to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I'm Tyler.
Oh, Tyler, man, the name keeps changing every single time.
Yes,
Are you ever going to find something that's consistent?
I'll think about Tyler K tomorrow, maybe Tyler King.
How about
Joe T. King, James, Jimmy,
Well, who was
Ted?
Ted?
I think Ted or Todd. No,
that one was kind of...
Okay.
But guys, in case you didn't know, this is a show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and
everything in between. Yeah, finally.
Man, that was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, we did.
Speaking about unnecessary,
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mary Poppins is getting a reboot. It's called Mary Poppins Returns. Lin-Manuel Johnson and Emily Blunt are going to be starring. But wait, Manuel Miranda. Johnson. Oh yeah, I don't know where that came from. That's just wrong. Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to be playing Dick Van Dyke's character, but he's not. It's a character named, I believe, Jack, and it's totally going to be him.
Yeah,
it's totally going to be that guy.
Yeah, it's totally going to be him.
Yeah, I don't care what they say. It's like, oh, it's not Dick Van Dyke's character. It's Dick Van Dyke's character without the accent. But Tyler, looking at some of these photos, like, what do you think?
Do they really need to go and reboot this?
Yeah, this guy looks way too young to have a mustache. Like, this guy doesn't look like he can grow a mustache. Like, this looks like maybe me if I tried to grow facial hair. Yeah, and I mean, and also some of the paintings look kind of cool. But this is a little quarrel I have with this. I think this is a digitally painted photo, like they did this in the computer, and that takes it away from me a little bit since it was supposed to be actually like made by hand. I don't know what it is. Like, it looks nice and everything, but I feel like it would have been cooler if someone actually painted that, or maybe they did. Who knows? But yeah, there's no way he's not Dick Van Dyke's character.
He that looks just like him.
Yeah, there's an article I read. I have a few notes right here about it. But
so she's Mary Poppins, y'all, right?
Yeah, she's Mary Poppins, y'all.
So she's gonna be Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Emily Blunt's Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mary
Is that Meryl? I think it's Meryl Streep. I have no idea how she's incorporated into the movie. But the two, they have a few kid actors. There's Lin-Manuel Miranda right there, and they're kind of going over some of the songs. So Disney always puts out, fairly quality products, unless you count like The Good Dinosaur or something like that. But
How's Pixar?
Well, I mean,
still, it's a branch of it.
Yeah, it was a branch of it. It's still kind of Disney. I mean, even that wasn't that bad. And like Cars 2. I mean, we give them passes for their bad ones, or like the bad ones.
Oh no, you didn't give a pass for Pirates of the Caribbean, did you?
That's true. I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I did not. I got to give you that one. That was right.
Oh, and what about
Prince
of Persia?
Prince of Persia? Yeah, that just put a big old fat buzzer on that one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed John Carter, even though it wasn't very successful at the box office.
See, the problem with John Carter is they didn't advertise it right.
Yeah, but
it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, but Mary Poppins. As far as kind of these pictures go, and the fact they're even remaking this, how do you think it's going to be?
It's probably going to make a lot of money. People can go see it.
Of course.
I'm going to be like, I've seen this before, and then one goes the original, and that's how it goes.
Do you think they're going to try to shove in some like new message or like new kind of thing, like a new sort of plot point, or
like a crossover universe between Mary Poppins and Toy Story?
I don't.
Live action Toy Story. How creepy would that be?
That would be extremely
creepy. Oh, it'd be awesomely creepy.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah, I believe it was a horror movie. It was called Puppet Master.
But since they're doing this, since I think it's already been filmed, they might have a few more reshoots.
Yeah,
but
it looks.
do you think it's going to be like a shot-for-shot remake, or do you think they're going to try?
No, they're going to change it up like they did for Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, and that was my next question. So this is a musical. Disney is fairly good at
Oh no,
musicals.
it's a live action musical again.
I mean, yeah. What do you expect? They're not going to do a drama about it. It just wouldn't work.
See, that's the problem I had the original one. I don't like musicals.
Unless they're animated.
Unless they're animated, I can't stand them. Like, dude, watch me die when somebody puts grease on the TV. I just like melt in the chair and try to get out of that room. I can't stand. I hiss like a vampire in front of a cross. I can't stand a musical.
Well, as far as this movie goes, do you think it's going to be like the music? Do you think that they're going to fix it up, kind of like they did in Beauty and the Beast, or do you think they might keep it a little bit drier?
It's probably going to Beauty and the Beast. I'm going to see that.
Like
they're probably going to keep the same iconic songs, man.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep the same iconic songs, and they might throw in an extra one or two. The big problem I had with Beauty and the Beast, which was made by Disney, same problem I had with this. I think it's going to be in this one. I think they're going to fix up their vocals a lot, and it's going to sound kind of fake, and then, like the music's not going to have that kind of organic quality that the old one did.
No, it's not. That's why I feel.
And that it takes the feel out of the music when you do that. I really can't stand that.
And Dick Van Dyke really made that movie work too, because he was still Dick
And I believe he's
Van
in this one too, because I read a little bit about Lin-Manuel Miranda. Said that even Dick Van Dyke was on set. He's 91. He said, "I wish I had as much energy as Dick Van Dyke did. I'm only 37." And he said even the little kids on set, like the child actors, like they were struggling to keep up with Dick Van Dyke because he was so energetic, which makes me really excited because he's a great personality. He's the original, of course.
I think he's got a cocoon somewhere.
He got a cocoon?
You know what I'm talking about?
He sits in the cocoon and becomes a butterfly?
No, you don't know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about little Ronnie Howard's movie back in the 80s, Cocoon, when he had the old people go swim in the pool with a cocoon in it and then make them feel young again. That's the only explanation I can find for that, because that man should be sitting in a nursing home somewhere watching Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, he must eat a lot of vegetables.
Or Diagnosis Murder. That's like, think about that. You think he gets home, he's old, he's like, oh, go to like the UNC, the Pax shell, and bam, there's like Diagnosis Murder. He's already forgot it. He forgot the story plot, and he's just watching them all over again. Think about that.
Well,
but he's the main character in those TV shows.
Yeah,
your grandmother's probably seen every episode of it.
I don't know how they're going to incorporate him in this. It might be. Do you think it's going to be a soft reboot, or do you think it's going to be
a soft reboot?
You think it's going to be in the same universe like the old Mary Poppins?
I think it's going to be the same Mary Poppins, and it's probably going to be like a rehash of the original with different characters.
Really?
Like, oh my God, hold on, but like what Disney's already been doing.
Oh, wow!
Like Disney's already been doing.
I know, it's like every other soft reboot that's ever been. It's like The Force Awakens. It's just like everything else, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe Dick Van Dyke's character will be like, yeah, after I got done with that, my life fell apart. And he's like throwing pennies down at the ground and he'll have a musical number. I don't know.
I'm 91 now. But anyway, it's going to be like we're watching it and it's going to be like, I remember this scene. I remember them dancing. I remember this.
Yeah, but we'll see. But guys, if you have any opinions on this or anything that we talk about today, please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would love to hear what you guys have to say about it.
And member berries.
Yeah,
remember, stay away from member berries.
But just keep moving. Remember Terry Gilliam.
Oh, yeah,
has
Terry Gilliam.
apparently finished filming a movie he's been trying to film for 17 years.
So you know it's not going to be good.
I don't know about that. So the movie is entitled The Man Who Killed Don Quixote, and it's directed by Terry Gilliam. Apparently, it's had I think Robert De Niro was attached to it at a certain time, and then it was Ewan McGregor, Adam Driver's attached to it. I don't even know who's in this movie because it was just kind of like nothing's really come out about it.
Javier Bardem most likely is going to be in this.
I think Javier Bardem actually is attached to it. Let me see.
I just
have
guessed that because I know he's from Spain.
I believe he actually is. I think it's right here on my phone. Where I left some notes. But let's talk about the story real quick. So the story revolves around an advertising executive. Apparently he jumps back in the time of Don Quixote, and Don Quixote thinks he is Sancho Panza. For the people that know the story, know who that is. But so what do you think? Do you think Terry Gilliam's going to give us something cool?
No.
Why?
I even hated the book, to be honest.
You hated the book?
Yeah, I couldn't stand it.
Why not?
It's boring.
Well, Terry Gilliam, if you don't know, is a member of Monty Python. He directed Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
So you think it's going to be a silly movie?
I think it's going to be a black comedy, yeah.
think it was like Jonathan Price.
Jonathan Price. I don't know, but yeah, I think this one's gonna be.
I hope it's entertaining.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of the same vein as like Brazil or 13 Monkeys or something like that. One of his older films, and I'm really excited because he has a really unique kind of look, and he makes really cool looking universes. I'm really excited about it, especially if Adam Driver and Ewan McGregor are in there. There's two people from the Star Wars universe.
Hold on a minute. Oh, mine just exploded. Well, anyway, let's talk about the
whoa,
American.
whoa.
We're not done with this. We still talking about Don Quixote.
Yeah, we got to talk about it a little bit. You can't just segue without segueing into before we finish this.
I was done with this. I'm done.
Speaking about done with this.
American Made trailer.
Yay! Yeah, you got it.
Ooh.
All right, so American Made is a movie made by what's the guy's name? He directed Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
No. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But as you can see in this trailer, Tom Cruise plays this pilot. Believe his name is Barry Seal. Barry Seal. He's a pilot, and all of a sudden he gets commissioned by the CIA to work for them and kind of do like little missions and fly in for them. But then he's working for the cartel in Mexico, and he was working for the FBI and the CIA all at the same time. So he's got a kind of really crazy story, and it looks really interesting as you see by the trailer. It kind of shows you some fun things. One thing, we're not playing the audio about this, but one thing I really don't know how I feel about it, and Domhnall Gleeson's also in it. I don't know how I feel about Tom Cruise's accent. Tom Cruise has a southern accent in this. Don't know how I feel about that. Because usually Tom Cruise isn't really known for like his acting range. He's more known for like the action movies he's been in and kind of like him being cool inside them. This seems more just kind of like a drama or like a dark comedy or something like that. I'm excited to see it, but
so this has nothing to do with The Maid, right?
No, it's not. It's not made in Manhattan. It's not made, unfortunately not.
J-Lo.
I don't know. From what I see from this trailer, the effects look really, really nice. It's not all CG planes. I imagine a little bit that's Tom Cruise. Probably wanted to do his own stunts. He probably wanted to fly the plane. Who knows? But it's really interesting. But yeah, especially that last shot. But so I mean, what do you think?
Is it a comedy film?
I think it's kind of like a dark comedy
slash
kind of action.
I want the guy who
movie.
did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang to direct it.
Well, we're going to talk about who directed it. Why don't we go ahead and talk about who directed it right now? So the director of this film is our good old friend. He directed Edge of Tomorrow. I'm going to see if you can guess this. He directed Edge of Tomorrow. He was attached to Gambit, and he's going to be directing Justice League Dark. Directed Swingers. Directed Born Identity. Come on, you know it. Doug
Heffernan.
No, Doug
Lynch.
No, Doug Lemon.
Lemon.
It was Doug Lemon. Remember?
No, I don't.
Remember Doug Lemon?
I do not remember Doug Lemon.
You don't remember Doug Lemon?
I barely remember the movies, except for Swingers and Edge of Tomorrow.
Well, Doug Lemon directed Swingers. He directed Born Identity. And being a fruit, he's really, really good at doing all this stuff.
So he's a real lemon. He's
an actual, like, legit, like, lemon. Yes. Like, because...
Did you do that, or is that for real?
That's what he looks like. That's
not about did he really wear a mask, or did you like...
No, I mean, like that's how he looks.
Okay.
But Doug Lemon worked really hard on this film. I'm really excited to see what he does with it. I love his style. It's, he just got a really sour style. And, but Doug Lyman directed this movie. And I'm excited to see what he does with it.
That's right. I remember you misspelled it and wrote lemon up there. I remember that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember this now.
Well, Mr. Doug Lemon himself has produced us a film. I think it's, from what I've seen, his style is so unique. He does action very, very well. He works with Tom Cruise a lot. And I'm excited to see something new from him. So, yeah, again, if you guys have any comments or questions about any of this stuff, please leave a comment on Facebook. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Facebook.com/Studio67NCC. I'm not going to smack you again.
Okay.
We would love to hear your thoughts. Okay,
yeah.
So speaking about wanting to hear and see, James Mangold.
Oh, Wolverine.
Well, yeah,
Wolverine.
The Wolverine and Logan.
Yeah.
And writer Taylor Sheridan, is going to be remaking a movie called Disorder.
I heard about Disorder.
What is Disorder then?
It's that movie where Guy Pearce is like got amnesia and he's trying to remember who killed his wife.
I think that's a different movie. I think it's Memento.
Oh.
You were close. It's out of order. The movie's out of order, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But
it's just really disordered.
Yeah. So a description of this movie is a man suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. He's a security guard. Utilizes his training as a French special forces agent to protect his wife. and son from a shady Lebanese businessman. I imagine they're going to change this a little bit. And for those that don't know, Taylor Sheridan wrote Hell or High Water, and he wrote Sicario. Hell or High Water being one of the best movies of last year, to me at least. And Sicario, just a fantastic film by Denis Villeneuve. Another one with Emily Blunt, Miss Mary Poppins.
Emily Blunt's in it.
Emily Blunt was in a movie that Taylor Sheridan wrote. But what do you think? How do you think they're going to kind of change this up for this?
Well, I never saw the original, but I'm hoping they're going to put superpowers in there, make some stuff fly, and I want them like he's a superhero, doesn't remember he's a superhero.
I don't think that's going to happen in this one, though.
See, and I felt like this show like Seth Rogen, they're making it a comedy.
No, I don't think that's what they should do.
What about put them a little bit of like, I don't know, add Andy Samberg, make it like a little musical, like a comedy.
I think this would be like a fairly serious movie.
Lonely Island, add them to it.
No, but did you see Hell or High Water?
I did.
You did? What do you think?
It's very dramatic.
Very dramatic. The same guy that wrote that's going to write this. How do you think he's going to treat a psychological drama where a guy who is trying to protect his wife and son from an assassin, basically?
Comedy romance. Rom-com.
Don't think that's where they're going to go with this.
It's not going to be True Lies, is it?
I don't think it's going to be True Lies, but I kind of think that Taylor Sheridan is really good at kind of bringing people inside the world that he makes. Hell or High Water felt like I was actually there with the people. Maybe that was part director, part actor, but a lot of it was the writing. The dialogue feels very natural in his movies. James Mangold directed one of the best movies of this year so far, Logan, and he really brings kind of a gravity to these characters and kind of a sympathy you have, not necessarily relating to them, but you empathize with them, and that's what you have to do. I
empathize with that. Like I really wanted the claws, and then it's terrible watching him at the end.
Some people still hadn't seen it, Mr. Andrew Small. But,
I'm talking about the Wolverine when he's in Japan fighting Yakuza.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Logan.
He is Logan.
The movie.
Oh, the movie Logan. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about the.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Wolverine. How he's fighting ninjas.
Well, whatever.
Samurais and Yakuza.
Well, let's talk about Disorder.
Okay, Disorder.
I think that Taylor Sheridan is really going to kind of give a different style. I think he's probably going to Americanize this.
I just hope this doesn't bring out my disorder. Like I got attention deficit disorder, and I really don't want.
Oh, really?
I'm worried about this.
I didn't know. I don't think anybody at home knew you had that either.
This movie would draw this out of me. That's what I'm worried about.
Ooh, I think the show draws it out of you.
The ADD, yeah, pretty much, man. Because this, I don't know, man. I don't make judgments until I actually see a trailer. I see some work.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's speculation can be anything. It's like, yeah, it could be one thing, it could be the other. You never know. That's why I call it speculation, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and that's what's fun, kind of guessing what they're going to do with it. But I haven't seen Disorder either. But knowing James Mangold and Taylor Sheridan, that's a great combination. I hope the studio doesn't I hope they don't try to like incorporate like stupid action sequences. And,
make a crossover universe.
I hope they don't make like dumb things in this. I hope they don't
crossover universe.
I hope it's not crossover.
Crossover with Memento and other disordered movies.
I hope not. But guys, if you have any opinions on any of this right now, please leave a comment at facebook.com/studio67ncc. I'm not going to flick you. We're going to love to hear your thoughts. So we're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, Chef Don video segment.
Oh,
Big Bang
Chef
Cinema
Don.
will be right back.
So you make cookies?
Sure.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
cookies?
Well, hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I'm Tyler, and I want cookies.
You want cookies? What? Well, we can't show that video.
I want the cookies. Give me the cookies.
You talking about the cookies we made?
Yeah, y'all made cookies. Where them cookies at? I want some Wonder Woman cookies.
I was thinking we might not show that today. It just didn't turn out the way we wanted it to.
Well, I'll still eat the cookies as long as they didn't get messed up.
Well, you already mentioned it, so I mean, and so we tried to film a segment with Chef Don.
You did?
Yeah, and
you had cookies. I heard somebody say cookies, and I wanted cookies.
Well,
I ignored everything you said except when you said cookies.
Well, we tried to make cookies, and well.
Are they edible? You have them on you.
Well,
do you have? Can I have cookies?
Just watch the video. That's all we had.
All right, I want cookie.
Hey Isaac, what are you doing here?
It's the shoot today.
No, that's tomorrow, dude. It's not today.
No, it's today. See, look, you have it on your calendar, don't you?
No, I don't have it on my.
Hey, everybody! So today I'm here with Chef Don Sexauer, and we're gonna be making Wonder Woman cookies. Wow, that really gets my extensive palate going, Chef. All right, so what do we do first?
First thing you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to chop up the flour to get all of the lumps out. So I'll let you go ahead and chop that flour up for me, okay?
All right, so what are we doing now, Chef?
First thing we need to do is we need to put the batter together to make our cookies. So you're gonna take the flour and don't mix that together! Oh.
So it doesn't look like the first batter we were gonna do is gonna work out. So instead, I went to the store, I got this really nice Toll House cookie dough. We incorporated it really nicely into the bowl, and I just think this is fabulous. So next we're gonna, So it seems as if our dough just isn't really turning out the way we wanted it to. Excuse me. So we're using the next best thing. We're using corn tortillas. So
they're supposed to be circles. Circles, not triangles either.
So what do you got over here right now, Chef Don?
I'm working on a 7-day icing. This icing takes 7 days to create, and I think it'll be really, really good for putting on top of the Wonder Woman cookies that we're making. It's just a really tasty icing. I think it's going to be really, really pretty. It's going to be.
I am so sorry. So it doesn't look like the other icing we were going to do is working. So we're going to be using this store-bought icing that I got. So first off, we're going to be decorating these cookies just like so. Why isn't it working?
Take the lid off first.
I really just didn't know that.
So we jumped ahead a little bit, and we have the cookies baking at 355, and they should be about ready. Isaac, why don't you pull the cookies out?
Oh, I didn't put them in yet.
What? Why not?
Man, you said 350. It's only 245. So now we have the cook. Chef, just tell me how long it's been in the oven.
They've been in the oven for about 10 minutes.
Cool. Did you take them out?
Right.
I don't even care if they're done at this point. Oh my goodness! Just look, these came out way better than I thought they were going to. Just look at the detail. Just the detail on the cookies and the face. That looks just like Gal Gadot. It looks just like her. If you put a picture of her next to these cookies, I wouldn't tell you apart. They're both just so delicious. Chef Don, I'm just so proud of our work. It's just so beautiful. And I didn't think we could get it done with the store-bought icing, but we did. Chef Don, thank you so much for helping me out today. And thank you guys for... You're not going to be in the rest? Okay. Just thanks for watching, and... cook on!
Where them cookies at?
They're not edible.
Oh.
So guys, thank you so much for watching those bloopers. If you want to talk about it, you can comment on Facebook.
Or how he had his fingers.
I really didn't want to show that. You brought it up, and now I had to show it.
Well, cookies. Cookies.
I cut off both my fingers. I had to get them reattached.
And they put the wrong ones on the wrong side. I could see that. They
exactly.
Switched them around. It's crazy.
Well, we're going to go to a really quick break, but when we come back...
We're having cookies.
No, we're going to be having something close.
Like
Wonder
cookies.
Woman, the movie. We're talking about it. We're reviewing it. And with a special guest.
Wonder
Stay
Woman
with us right
cookies?
now. Big Bang Cinema will be right back.
Is he bringing cookies?
Hi, my name is Renee Martinez, and I am the Summer Bridge Coordinator for Nash Community College. The Summer Bridge is a 3-week program in which incoming freshmen will take ACA 122, which is our college success course, and PED 110, which is Fit and Well for Life. The students will also take an English and Math seminar to refresh their skills in those particular areas so that they're ready to go for their college classes in the fall. The class will be from July 10th to the July 28th, and we will have registration beginning in April. If you would like more information, you can contact me at crmartinez699@nashcc.edu. We look forward to seeing you in July.
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I am Tyler.
And today we have a really special guest. He is the host of The Wind Down right here on Big Bang Radio 89.1.
Relaxing jazz.
Yep.
Remember that.
So Nighthawk himself, Stuart Hawkins. Man, how you doing?
Doing wonderful, thank you.
Did you bring cookies?
No.
Oh.
I was told you had too many. No.
I want cookies. Oh, anyway,
no, you can't have any more.
Well, I want Wonder Woman and cookies. So let's continue on. I believe we're talking about a film today that all three of us hopefully have seen.
Yes.
Hopefully. Okay, hopefully have seen. It's the new film out right now called Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Based on the DC comic characters that they bought of the same name.
Exactly. So for those that don't know, Wonder Woman, the new movie, stars Gal Gadot as the woman herself, Wonder Woman, as Diana Prince.
Directed by a...
Well, we'll get into the director in a little bit. But the story goes, without giving too much away, Wonder Woman comes across a man played by Chris Pine who brings her into the actual world of men and out of mascara.
Them mascara, not mascara. Mascara is the makeup.
I said the mascara.
The mascara.
I said the mascara. But so she brings him. She basically gets kind of roped into World War I, and an adventure occurs. But there's more to it. But we won't get into spoilers quite yet. So, Stuart, what did you think of this movie?
I thought the movie, action-wise, was great. I thought the acting was wonderful. It was superb. But I do have a few issues with it because I am a big Greek mythology nut. I had a few issues with some of the things that they talked about in the storyline regarding the movie.
Okay. Well, we'll get into the big ones you had problems with later. But let's go ahead and just kind of go through overall thoughts, like positive wise. Tyler, what do you think?
I liked it. I thought she looked really good up there. I like the action scenes. I like the acting. I like how close. It wasn't right on mark, but it was still pretty dang close to the original comic series.
Okay. Is that all you got?
I liked the effects were incredible.
Okay.
I like the villains were pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty unique to see the kind of villain, you know.
Well, I guess I'll go next. I thought this movie was good. There's a step in the right direction for DC.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm like you. Yeah. I'm like you, Stuart. I did have a lot of problems with it, but we'll get in that a little bit later. But let's just kind of go around what we kind of like what we liked about this movie, and I'll go ahead and start. Gal Gadot is great as this character. You can tell she really loves being this character, and you can tell she really kind of she's great in the spotlight. And
I could really tell that.
She looks great in the spotlight.
She was into this character.
Yeah, she was really into this character. But what did you guys all think about her performance, Stuart?
I thought her performance was excellent. it was overshadowed a little bit by my favorite actress. I'm sorry, I gotta say this, guys.
You go ahead, man.
I'm a big man. Okay, everybody. I mean, that's obvious. It's right here. It's right in front of everybody. I'm a big man. So when I looked at the movie and I saw the beginning of it, right, the scenes at the mascara, and all of a sudden I see this hulking, beautiful, muscular African American woman. I don't know her name. I didn't bother to wait for the credits. I don't know her name. But all I know is I looked at her and all my friends were going, "Oh my gosh, she's just too big." I'm like, "I'm in love, dude. I don't care." I was like, "Oh."
She was jacked.
She was
Yes.
jacked was an understatement. But other than that, I felt our Wonder Woman did wonderful.
That's good.
I felt she did a really good job, and I was glad to see the clapping of the bands thing happen again. I kind of thought that was cool in Batman versus Superman. I thought that was really good. And I'm glad they brought it over into Wonder Woman too, because that was a really good scene.
All right. Well, Tyler, what do you think?
I like Gal Gadot. I thought she looked really good. I mean, the whole costume-wise, everything looked right on mark. It was amazing. Chris Pine did a really good job. I liked their little crew they had together. I like that. I like the whole choosing to do World War I because World War II has been overdone.
Yeah.
WW2 is probably there's more movies about WW2 than there are about World War I. If you know that's true.
Yeah.
So I like the whole. I really like how Themyscira looked too. I mean, it looked like a mythical Greek island, a whole island of women.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to go there?
Yeah.
But yeah, Gal Gadot, I thought she was great. Again, like she was one of the best parts of this movie. You can tell she really enjoys being this character. And yeah, Chris Pine. You were talking a little bit about Chris Pine. I really enjoyed him in this film. He was probably one of the most fun characters in the movie. And granted, it's a movie full of like some fun characters. Chris Pine really does. He's kind of the carrier of the story, like more so than Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman is kind of along for the ride in the story. She's not really kind of making things happen. Like she makes things happen
because she's not really Wonder Woman yet.
Yeah, she's not really. She's Diana.
She's still Diana. Yeah.
And she's being brought into this world by Chris Pine, and she's always asking these kind of questions that you'd imagine, like about the culture, because she's never been in like the actual world. There's some funny scenes that happen with her and Chris Pine.
Yes, I did enjoy those scenes.
But yeah,
they were funny.
But yeah, overall, and eventually they do kind of get kind of a ragtag group together.
I love the ragtag
that you
group.
see in the, which is the photo you see in Batman v Superman. But what did you kind of think when it got to that point, Stuart? Kind of like the whole crew that they had going on. What do you think about that?
I thought it was deep. I really enjoyed it. The Scottish gentleman that had the issues, that bringing that out actually brought up more of a humanistic feel to it. Because I mean, yeah, like you said, these guys. This is a ragtag group. These guys weren't. Unlike Captain America, another one I will not mention, I shouldn't have mentioned, but the support cast of that group that supported Steve, they all seem to be experts in what they did. That's what made the team. But in Wonder Woman, you saw that some of the guys had flaws, some of the guys had issues. You had the gentleman that was a sniper because he couldn't look in the face of his killer or the people he killed anymore.
Yeah.
I thought that was deep. I thought it was very good, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. And it brought another layer to it. But Tyler, what do you think?
I like the whole shell shock aspect of it.
Yeah.
I also really liked the scenery. The scenery was amazing.
Yeah. And like you said, World War I isn't really explored, and I looked a little bit into it. They thought about doing maybe the Korean War or.
The thing about World War I is like there was really no body bad. That to me, that's what makes it great. And a lot of it was just.
Well, there's some definitely bad people in this one.
It was just bad. It was bad circumstances for everyone because World War II. Everybody knows the Nazis were evil. They were the bad guys. They were just kind of like.
Yeah. It was a different kind of thing in World War I. We don't see that highlighted a whole lot. But as far as villains go, let's not give away too much because we're not in spoilers yet. Kind of like what the main villain is because it's not really out there. But kind of the main kind of whole driving force, like the main antagonist in this movie. I guess we're going to get a little bit of what I didn't like right now. The villain felt a little bit kind of like thrown in at the last minute, and I know it wasn't because we talked about last week. There was no deleted scenes in this movie. They had a through line kind of plot going, and something that really took me out of this movie was the third act, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the villain wise, kind of the way they put the villain in, I don't know how I felt about that. But what did you guys kind of think without giving too much away? Stuart?
I'm sorry, I've liked that gentleman, and I can't remember his name. Don't ask me. I cannot remember his name. But I've loved that gentleman ever since I saw X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah. I've loved him as a bad guy. I think he does a wonderful job at it. Did I do a spoiler alert?
No, not really. I was trying to find his name. I had it on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know his name. He was in X-Men Origins. Danny Huston.
Yes.
Houston.
Houston. Whatever.
I've enjoyed him as a bad guy ever since I saw that movie, and I think he pulled it off very well. As
30 Days a Night. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They got amazing acting.
And that's not giving anything away that he's kind of the villain. I think that's kind of been revealed for a long time. But
I thought they were imposing. I thought they were really creepy and imposing villains,
Yeah, and I thought he does good. Like whenever you see him, it's kind of like seeing Michael Ironside in the movie. Just kind of like, oh my goodness, it's Danny Hudson again. I mean, oh my gosh, and it's kind of like almost a trope because he looks just like a villain, and the things he does in this movie make him even more of a villain.
Absolutely.
But I enjoyed him in this movie. But now we kind of talked about some things we liked, and in order to kind of talk about things we didn't like, I think we should go into spoilers at this point. Do you think it's cool?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So spoilers from here on out, and we'll end it with kind of a spoiler-free review. But I'll go ahead and kind of start this out. Third act falls apart in this movie to me. So Ares is the actual villain in this. I think a lot of people already know that. But the way they incorporated him in this movie, the movie was really good up to that point. Like I enjoyed it, with a few exceptions we'll talk about in a minute. But oh my goodness, that third act fell to pieces. I'm like, I even leaned into my friend that's next to me, like she's gonna have to fight a giant monster at the end. And I kind of wanted to see something more ground level. I wanted to see her fight, that main villain, like just kind of fight him, and it not even be a real person threat. Maybe it just kind of be almost like an ominous kind of like metaphor for something like that. I would have liked to see something kind of like that instead of her having to fight a big giant monster at the end, and that really took me out. But what did you think about that, Stuart?
I thought that that particular aspect was way too predictable.
Yes.
I did not like that because that part I did not like it because they played too much into our favorite character, and it just didn't seem like he was a whole brain, the entire brains behind it. It seemed like he was more of a middleman to me, and I was telling the guy sitting beside me next to me, he's not Ares. I don't care what you say, that is not Ares. That cannot be Ares, and I was right, and I was right on that one. But the things that I didn't like about it, can we get into that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, but the things I did not like about the movie is, like I said, I'm a Greek mythology nut. Plus, I followed Wonder Woman since almost as long as I can remember. Okay, who killed off the Olympic gods? Where did they get that from? I'm sorry, but I mean, Hades kills off the gods?
Ares.
I'm so sorry. Thank you very much. Ares kills off and the reason why I said that is because that's something I was getting ready to build into. Ares kills all the gods? Really? When there's two others that is just as powerful as his father.
Yeah.
Poseidon and Hades. So how did Ares wind up killing off all the gods one by one? No
Plot
way.
device.
Thank you. But, I mean, the demigod Hercules kicked his butt.
Yeah. Yeah, that part was a little bit, I think that's kind of more of a story liberty kind of thing. But for people that are really into mythology, that is kind of a blatant kind of thing.
Well, under the comic book, they said the more hate and strife there is, the stronger Ares gets.
Yeah.
It's like the more peace and people pray to Zeus is stronger. The more people that are dying makes Hades stronger, but war and strife makes Ares. But
which is why I couldn't believe. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah. Which is why I couldn't believe that Ares could kill all the other gods.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Hades' kingdom. He, like you said, he gets stronger on the dead.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's an entire world there. And thanks to Hades, he actually helped to fill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how could Ares ever be stronger than Hades?
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Well, he said he killed all.
How could he have killed Hades? I don't see it.
Well, they said he killed all the gods in Olympus, and Hades was an Olympian god.
So I don't know.
Probably not even dead.
That's a good point.
Overall, the way Ares is incorporated in the movie, how do you feel about that? It's kind of like.
As far as what?
It's kind of like the way that this specifically talk about the last fight they have when he's fighting Wonder Woman at the end. What did you think about that? Like how do you think it was kind of thrown in, or do you feel like it kind of came out of nowhere? Or
once again, it was another obvious ploy to me. I knew that the sword could not have been the God Killer.
Yeah.
I knew that the sword couldn't have been the God Killer. And when they were saying, when they were saying that it took something special to kill him, I knew it had to be Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It had to be Wonder Woman. I like the outfit that he morphed into. I thought that was pretty cool. That, or should I say, he let melt all over his body.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. But him, I've liked ever since Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I've liked him ever since Professor Lupin in Harry Potter. So I enjoyed the character, the role that he played.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that, and I kind of respected that because Wonder Woman and Ares, throughout the comic book, throughout the cartoon, they don't get along.
Yeah.
They're
brother and sister. But
pretty much that would pretty much explain it. They were brother and sister, and they always at each other's throats.
Yeah.
And so I kind of liked Hades in that. I liked Hades in that movie.
Yeah. So Tyler, what did you think about kind of the inclusion of Ares?
Oh, I thought Ares looked pretty dang awesome. I like the way they pulled the outfit straight from the comic. You had the horn, the thing. I thought I felt like it could last a little bit longer. It had him kind of like more clues that he was Ares.
Because it kind of seems like they just kind of shoved it at the end. It's like, oh, he was in all the time. We only see him twice.
Ta-da! I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, you feel like you would have seen him like a little bit kind of more creeping in the background.
Yeah, I also see him creeping around. I mean, he should have been more like that. And I like the fight scene. I mean, that was probably one of the most dazzling fight scenes I had seen in a while.
That's where I got to disagree with you, man.
Because I feel like, I mean, if I see two gods fighting, I mean, that's what I imagine it's going to be like. You know, just stuff flying, electricity flying everywhere, things exploding, people flying. And
that was a big issue with me, though. It's like it got very Man of Steel-y very fast. Like the amount of destruction that happened was just like unrealistically huge explosions, like just things going everywhere, just like buildings collapsing. I mean, like it wasn't really buildings.
Typical. That's typical. When you're talking about two gods going at each other on an earthly plane, you expect a lot of collateral damage.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same kind of problem I had with Man of Steel. Like, well, it's more so this film. All the action was very grounded in kind of reality to a certain point. You know, Wonder Woman had all these kind of powers, but she was put in the real world. But like when they kind of put Ares at the end, they had the big schlocky giant monster fight at the end. I just didn't feel that. I kind of wanted to see her fight something more kind of tangible. I wanted to see an actual like ground level fight scene. I think that would have been more interesting instead of explosions and all this. And granted, they're gods. I know that's what they do. Like they're gonna make explosion and everything. That kind of took me out of it a little bit though, because that was like the first time we saw it in the whole movie. I'm like,
I feel like for me, another part of it I just didn't like. Well, you know, her costume was. They didn't explain why her costume was red, white, and blue, and had the American eagle on the front.
They never explained how she really got it.
What a coinkydink! Like my outfit is just like the American flag, but because you know, in the comic book, they made her outfit look like the American flag because she was going to be the ambassador to the Allies of the United States. That they used hit the American flag because they do that when they go to another country. Apparently, the ambassador they dress in their colors and their so they base her costume around his outfit, which was the red, white, and blue American patch. So I felt like they would kind of add that in there. It would have been like, oh yeah, you know, Zeus wasn't looking ahead and knew that she was going to be an American one day. You know,
just real fast. Because we don't have much more time to talk about this. But something else that I think a lot of people are complaining about, I've definitely had some problems with. This movie's really long. This movie is like 2.5 hours long, and it feels that long. And that, I remember when they first get to London, it's kind of like, oh my goodness, we're like 45 minutes in the movie. We're just now getting started on the main plot. Like this, they took their time with it, which I respected sometimes, but then again, I didn't because it felt like really arduous at times. And some scenes felt like deleted scenes, which there is none. And some of them were nice little character beats.
Which, I mean, I did enjoy the England part of it.
Yeah, but what do you think?
Well, as far as my opinion is concerned, I've seen movies that were much shorter that felt like they dragged out a whole lot longer to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention names because I love the movie. But it was a trilogy, as a matter of fact. And the first movie in the trilogy just seemed to take forever to get to any actual significance to me.
Yeah.
It was still an enjoyable movie, but I just felt the build up took way too long. And that movie in particular, the one that I'm thinking about, If you want to ask me after the show,
it
I'll
Lord
be
of the
more than
Rings?
happy to tell you, huh?
Lord of the Rings?
No.
Oh,
Back
okay.
to the
I'll ask you later. We got to get through this.
Okay, and I felt that the first of that trilogy just seemed to drag on forever until we got to almost the latter part of the movie where the action came out.
Yeah.
So I actually liked the build up on that one and everything, and to me a movie is too long for one reason and one reason only. If I get bored in the movie, it's too long.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and I didn't necessarily feel bored, but it did take its time. It built up the characters to a certain point, but sometimes it can feel a little bit like it's length. But
Too long.
yeah, but another thing you mentioned earlier, you said the effects were great.
Yeah,
gotta disagree with you. Some of the effects were great.
Dude, I mean,
others were not.
That was like to me. You see the World War I type guns. I mean, the outfits were incredible. The effect, it's just.
Well, let me be specific. The practical effects are really nice.
Yeah, some of the best practical.
I'm about to say,
effects
some
I've ever seen in my
of the
life.
beautiful practical sets. Patty Jenkins had a really
Oh,
nice.
here we go. CGI.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to complain about it because it's really blaring at some parts. The CGI in this movie, especially when you deal with such a grounded movie that they tried to make, it stands out a lot. And there's one scene in particular, like where the guy gets shot off a horse, or like he gets shot off like something, and it looks like a cartoon. It looks like a Barbie movie. Like it looks terrible. And like sometimes the background looks like really cheap and looks like they're definitely on a green screen. And some of the effects just fall apart, especially in the Ares last part. Some of the effects, like especially because everything we've seen up to that point is basically kind of real, or to a certain point real. It threw me out of the movie a little bit. I'm like, and now we got CGI schlocky action now. I'm like, you gotta if the whole movie's got practical stuff in it and looks real, you need to make that look real, or like try to do something else. But overall, I enjoyed this movie a lot. It's what the DCU needed. Does have problems, but I think it's exactly what DC needs to do to go in the right direction.
It's the best one I've seen from DC. So.
Zack Snyder had his hand in that last act.
Yeah, he was producer.
Yeah, and it felt like a Zack Snyder film because it was just like overblown, like it was an excess kind of show. But
it got really sucker punchy.
That's just that. Yeah,
really sucker punchy.
It got very sucker punchy. It got very Man of Steel. Yeah. But that's just my opinion. But overall, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Thought it was good. Oh, what'd you do in there?
Yeah.
But 7 out of 10. Stuart, what do you give this movie?
I would give it an 8 out of 10 myself. Like I said, I expected the big CGI when the fight battle between the two of them, and I wasn't disappointed. I expected that. You can't like I said, you can't expect a fight between two guys to just go into fisticuffs. It's gonna get messy. So I expected that. So I give it an 8 out of 10.
All right, cool. Tyler, what do you think?
8.9 out of 10.
That high?
Yes.
You get it higher than Arrival.
I really didn't like Arrival.
Whew. Okay. I mean, that's what you think. But guys, whatever you got to say about this, if you have any opinions or anything that we missed, anything at all, please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC.
Do it.
We would love to hear your thoughts. So thank you, Stuart, so much for coming on. Please come back sometime.
All
right. So we're going to take a really quick break, but when we come back, some movie facts about Monster.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name is Renee Martinez, and I am the Summer Bridge Coordinator for Nash Community College. The Summer Bridge is a 3-week program in which incoming freshmen will take ACA 122, which is our college success course, and PED 110, which is Fit and Well for Life. The students will also take an English and Math seminar to refresh their skills in those particular areas so that they're ready to go for their college classes in the fall. The class will be from July 10th to the July 28th, and we will have registration beginning in April. If you would like more information, you can contact me at crmartinez699@nashcc.edu. We look forward to seeing you in July.
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
And that's
Welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson. I was with an empty chair.
Ah, yeah, it's me. Wonder Woman, right there. I forgot.
Sit down, buddy. Stay for a while. Ooh, look at that. Facial hair is not on point. All right, so Tyler, what do you got to tell us some facts about right now?
We're talking about Monster 2003, starring a Charlize Theron and Christina Ricci.
Oh my goodness, that sounds just all. But so give us some facts about it real quick.
It was based on a true story. Bam! Fact number 1. Fact number 2 was they got one of the world's most beautiful women and put her a lot. They said that was almost 12 hours of makeup make her look like that. Ooh. They said she can reach in and peel it off when they're done with the movie. And they said she put the makeup on and walked out of the studio. And Charlize Theron, I'm pretty sure, walk out in public, she's going to get some attention. They said people ignored her.
Oh wow.
Ignored her, and she played a serial killer, one of the first female serial killers one of the most notorious. She was a prostitute who was killing truck drivers, the Johns, if you will, her employers, the Johns. She was killing them, and then she had a girlfriend named Christina Ricci. Well, not named Christina, played by Christina Ricci, and a lot of it was she got caught. And then she begged to be murdered. She's like, not murdered. She's like, execute me, please kill me. I feel bad. So they killed her. Her girlfriend sold the rights for everything. Made a whole lot of money off this movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of scummy.
Yeah, it's pretty dang scummy.
It's not pretty dang. That's pretty darn scummy.
Yeah.
That's really darn scummy.
And a wonderful director did this film.
Yep, and I think she's related to the person that we did.
Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins.
Wonder Woman.
Patty Jenkins directed Wonder Woman. Yep. So we didn't get the time to talk about her with Stuart because we ran out of time there. But Patty Jenkins directed Wonder Woman, and I think she did a pretty good job. She's not signed on for the sequel yet. You could definitely tell there's a prevalence of kind of her style. You can see a little bit of it in Monster, but not a whole lot.
See, a lot of practice. The Monster, they could have just the makeup. I mean, it's just scenery. Scenery was good. I mean, it's just like you see in Wonder Woman, straight on the mark. Oh yeah, like.
Ooh yes.
And don't get sued because that's a bootleg poster. Okay, and another part about the whole Monster part of it is the whole movie. I mean, I think it was up for like Oscar noms. I mean, it was a huge Oscar. I mean, amazing performance.
In Monster, I can't. What is something else that she's directed that like we would know about? I know she directed a few episodes of The Killing on AMC. But I don't know of any other films she's really done. Because I know she's a very good director. Oh, look at Miss Gal.
I'm trying to Google, but I can't spell it. I'm trying to know how to spell her name.
Patty.
Okay, I put Patsy. That's what problem.
Patsy? We've been talking about her for a long time. You put Patsy. Oh, man. Sad for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Nothing I've seen.
Mr. Google himself. I think that's enough. Patty Jenkins is a very talented director. I think she did a very good job on Wonder Woman. So, yeah. So that's some facts on Monster. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, Chef Don.
Eileen Wuornos. That was the character she played.
Who?
Eileen Wuornos.
Eileen Wuornos.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Chef Don, for being in the segment with me. Had a lot of great...
Where them cookies at?
Well, they're not edible. They were corn tortillas with syrup on them.
Where they at?
Tortillas with icing on them.
I'll eat them. Where they at?
But thank you, Chef Don, for being in the segment. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Stuart, for being on the show with us. Thank you all for watching. And if you have any comments, questions...
And thank you, Gal Gadot, for being so awesome.
Yeah, but I say thank you for being gorgeous. And thank you for being you. Thank you for being a great actress. Thank you for being Wonder Woman. Yeah. But guys, you have any opinions on this or anything we talked about today, please leave a comment at facebook.com/ why don't you do the last part?
EDU.
No, not at all.
Oh.
It's facebook.com/studio67NCC.
See, I hear it every day and I always forget it.
Well, it's so simple. It's the name with NCC in the end of it.
So there's no EDU in there.
No,
I feel like the school's got an EDU behind it.
Well, that's the website. It's nashcc.edu. This is another great website to go to. But thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, we're going to be seeing the new Tom Cruise joint, The Mummy.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, I hope so. Because we're going to pay money to go see it.
It's going to be the start of a whole new universe. There's Neil Grossman himself.
Neil Grossman himself. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to see you next week. Stay lovely.
Where is Tropic Thunder?